take away all the fun. They need to learn to let a few go by, so I can flash them.
Among the orcs of Mordor, their greatest are the fighting Uruks, and among them, their vicious captains reign over the tribes and armies with ironclad fists. I've dodged more than one pack of foul Uruk on my hunt in these dire lands, and I've stolen glimpses of the rite of ascension among these foul folk. Only the strongest and most devious lead, slaughtering their own kind until none stand to oppose them. Brutal, savage, dangerous. And they don't smell very sweet either.
No doom keeps this dwarf from the grave. His first death will be his last, and his courage is impressive.
Pay attention, Ranger! I think your ride is here. The Butcher's sending out extermination parties. They're wiping out every creature they can find. They're brutal killers, a lot of them.
An ambitious war chief with a well-trained army. Sounds like a challenge. But if you've taught me anything, Master Dwarf, it's that the hunt can always turn against you.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening in that mind of yours, Captain. But you've baited the hook now. Come on, out with it!
I will bring a Graug to bear against their forces. I will show them Mordor cannot be tamed.
Now that's a plan! Not very military though, is it? You've been spending a bit too much time with me. But there's one little problem you should know about.
Despite all expectations, your problems are rarely ever little, Torvin.
Yes, well, then this shouldn't surprise you. These troops have already taken down a Graug. Or three. You'll need to lure out a rare, wretched Graug. A disgusting relative who's adapted to the poison from all the ghouls they eat.
Wretched Graug? Isn't that a bit redundant?
I'm not sure what redundant is, but if it means poisonous, then yes, they are extremely redundant.
All right, Master Dwarf. Show me how to lure these creatures out, and I will do the rest.
Just a few scouts tangling with those ghouls. They should make easy prey. We always travel. Looks like we may need some help after all. Time to put your plan to work, Captain. Butcher may have lost his ranging parties, but as long as he remains safe in his stronghold, he'll train more of those killers. Show him the safety he can expect with a wretched Graug at his doorstep. Ha ha ha!
Even the Uruks fear the monstrosities of Mordor. I must kill the Butcher and keep the Orcs afraid.
I've met a mysterious man in my travels, a ranger of Gondor named Talion. Over our fire, I asked after his weapons, impressive in their craftsmanship. A handsome blade, Orphael, has been at his side since his days stationed at the Black Gate, defending the borders of Gondor. But his dagger, Aham, carries a sad tale. It too was once a mighty sword, carried by his murdered son, broken the night he died. Talion tells me Aham means vengeance, and I have a feeling the blade will fulfill the meaning of its name.
Slain countless Uruk, but still I seek vengeance.
In my travels, I've amassed a worthy collection of treasure and trophies, heads and hides from all manner of foul beast, and even some lovely trinkets from the Second Age. But the whispered tales of one artifact continue to elude me. The legendary Forge Hammer, used by the elves to craft the Rings of Power themselves. The hammers I've found so far in my hunt have brought me no closer to finding the one I seek. Perhaps the spirit of the elves do not want to see their precious artifact in the hands of a dwarf.
Torvin will never understand how closely this hammer is bound to our fate, and that of all Monolith.
Anyone move like that? Fucking us all, fool! Like that! Man swine! How do you want it? The quick sting of a fast toxin, or the long burn of a slow poison? so I kill you! Brave Walker! Uruk no fight beast, fight man! Idiot! We'd never have to march anywhere.
To draw him out, use the Karagaths against his war cowl. The more Uruk that die by their shadowy bite, the better.
Every ruin is a monument to the might of the Uruk.
Stand the way those bloody caragors howl. Chills me right to the bone. Fire not burn Uruk. Uruk strong. Uruk fight back. To the making!
The Beast Tamer is dead, and with him, the Uruks' control of the shadowy creatures.
Stay there!
archer and a hunter. Be a hunter. Cause their spears make a much bigger mess of it.
Meat and grog for all us Uruks, yes? Drink!
He's down! You lot weaken him, and I will! He's got fast hands! Next time, Ranger. Next time, officer.
Man, swine! Trying to enjoy a night of peace, yes I was. Now I've got to deal with the likes of you! Die, man
Suffer me now!
Mordor is in no short supply of terrible tales, and few more dreadful than the Black Captains of Sauron. I have never laid eyes on them myself, but their descriptions to me are the stuff of nightmares. A man trapped in perpetual agony in armor that does not grow with him. Another cursed for picking up the mace of Sauron after battle. And the mightiest among them, the Black Hand, is not spoken of in passing in these lands. May my beard grow ever longer ere I cross paths with these villains. I'll stick to hunting fairer game.
The dwarf shied from the Black Captains, as well he should. Only the Black Hand remains now, and I will finish him.
I see the Ranger! Let's kill him! You cunt!
Keep up if you can, Captain. We've no time to lose. I know you've got it. Give it back, you thieving jackals. Surrender! What are you hunting over there? Some self-respect?
Well fought, Torvin. But could you spare a moment to explain what this is all about?
We've got a big problem, Talion. A very big problem.
I've never known you to think anything was little, Master Dwarf.
Now is not the time for jokes, Ranger. My camp was ransacked. Pilfering Uruks made off with all my blasting powder. And my brother's axe.
The Uruks have your explosive powder? How did this happen?
Forget about that. Didn't you hear what I said? They took my brother's axe.
We'll get your axe. But I'm more concerned about the Uruks with the explosives. Do you even know how the powder works?
All I know is that if you put a spark to it, exciting things happen. Surely you remember when we first met?
His war chiefs may study it, learn how to make more. We must get it back before that can happen.
Split up here. You follow them to the north, I'll hunt the bastards to the south. Find them quickly, Ranger, before they can hide their new treasures.
There is no time to spare. I must ride this scum down as fast as I can.
Did you hear that? Rush him!
Let darkness fall. No sign of the blasting powder or Torvin's axe. The thieves must have moved that bounty elsewhere. I need to make haste. These thieves must be stopped at all costs.
Good news, Ranger! I found the damned Uruk running off with my brother's axe!
A small victory. There's no trace of the blasting powder anywhere.
Something that valuable, only the smuggler could deliver it to his dark master. It's better blown up and wasted than in their hands. You'll have to track down his couriers and destroy them along with their cargo.
They must find and kill the smuggler and his ilk. The blasting powder cannot fall into Sauron's hands.